once you hear that song, you know what time it is. It is time to talk the Ting with Kim, yours truly. And I know that every single week we have a discussion, guys, and I always encourage you, if it is that you have a topic that you want us to discuss, you want to hear with feedback, you want to do some research on it, you want somebody, help you find some information, let us know. Trust me, no topic is off limits. Just make sure you DM me either at Funtastic 93 FM or you can DM me at kimmie.kim.kim. All right? So for this week, we're going to get right to it. The topic is overcoming insecurities. And this one is one that I actually had on a notepad some time ago. Come across it, must about Thursday, and said, this is a good one, because I think like we've all experienced this at some point in our lives. If I never experienced an insecurity yet, lies. Y'all be lying and lightning still strike people, so don't tell those lies.
Well, Kim, I think my thing is that I don't really understand what insecurities are.
And we're gonna get into it, all right?
Please do.
So, firstly, we are called a narcissistic generation.
Wow, big word.
We are, narcissistic generation.
And why?
And we are told that technology and social media are giving us an inflated sense of self.
Kim,
so we feel more important. So we start feel, because of social media, we feel more important than we actually are. Right? Not that we're not important, no. But we start enough of ourselves in a certain areas that we doesn't need to be doing.
No.
Right? But most of us don't walk around feeling like we are all that great, and that's the truth. So even if it is that you have some people put on an image like them are the hottest thing since sliced bread and them been noticed from them born, enough time it is just an act. All right? In fact, there is one underlying emotion that overwhelmingly shapes our self-image and influences our behavior, and that is insecurity. So now notice it's an emotion. Right? And guys, every single week I ask that we have a discussion, because I love hearing you guys' feedback, whether or not agree with me, disagree, having our own perspective. Of course, share it with me, let me know what y'all are thinking. All right? So as it says, it's an underlying emotion that overwhelmingly shapes our self-image and influences our behavior, and that is called insecurity. All right? If you could enter the minds of people around you, even the narcissistic ones, you're likely to encounter countless waves of insecurity. Everyone deals with insecurity in life at some point in time. We can be insecure about how we look, how tall we are, what our voices sound like, and more. As young kids at school, we were constantly comparing, let's say, our school bags and school shoes with those of our friends. Is comparison really now? We're saying, say, boy, they have what we call it? John Sport one time with a big bag, and then you didn't know, say your parents buy you one Joy Sport and you feel away. Or certain shoes are wear and yours now have two buckle like everybody else's shoes in the school. You used to compare.
I'm going to bust my secret, Miss Jenny, if you're listening, that is too bad. I remember.
She apologizes in advance. Continue.
In grade 1, they bought, those shoes, and they had like the pointed stuff, and they had the buckle and you push to when you. I hated that shoes.
But you had to wear it, right?
I had to wear it.
And that was probably an insecurity, and too cute said insecurity can be deadly. Exactly. Wow. And we get into that, right? So people are constantly busy posting their pictures on social media, be it about where they have been for their holiday, or where they have had their meal, or who they're hanging out with, or even what they chose to wear today. Insecurities can also come from being bullied at school, or constantly scrolling through social media and comparing yourself to others. It is not uncommon that people post pictures on social media and constantly go back to the page to check how many likes they have or how many comments their post got.
Wow, Kim does drape up the people.
Yes, I talk the things. Them at the show name, don't it? I talk the things them.
When I have a one nice picture though, Kim, I not like, the likes them not really come in. I don't understand.
Yeah.
When you feel nice and you say, yo, this. And
then you start questioning if it's really nice today. That is insecurity.
And then you start look at the time of the day and say, oh no, I chew.
Everybody busy.
At 2 o'clock at lunchtime.
Right. Check it. Or, you realize you post something at a certain time of day because so that's when everybody online and you want the quick responses.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Kim, just continue with the thing. That's the kind of people.
So, it is almost like we are looking for approval from others on how we are doing in our lives and how we are perceived by others. We not agree, disagree, no feelings, but me no want to think.
Kim,
When you can relate to that?
I remember personally, I was not on Instagram for a good while. Wasn't posting anything. I was just scrolling, just scroll for scrolling's sake. Because I did not have the following for the likes. And I refused
to post and get less than a certain amount.
I refused.
So you thought you did not have the following.
Yes, you want a certain amount of followers first.
You need a certain amount of followings to get like at the time in high school, it was important because you had to be getting over 100 likes. It meant
it was a had to?
It meant something to people. It meant something to some of the kids in my life. Or Facebook, and you know.
That's why them have so much things that go on, Kim. We never have that pressure there. Them time they will probably just have to try to figure out how we can get somebody for text we back. Cause them time they are text.
You look here talk about text back. So me I reach home, me have lunch money. That was a struggle.
No, cause back in the day, remember say we have a free night and free text. I don't think that we used to worry about.
Free night.
No worry about it. So past experiences are another source of insecurities. Those past experiences can follow us throughout our lives and haunt our self-confidence today. There are also daily events that can trigger feelings of inadequacy in us. It's important to note, however, that insecurities by their own selves are not bad. So this answers what Lionel asked earlier. In fact, when in limited proportions, they help you to navigate your life in the right direction by pushing you to consider what could go wrong, and if dealt with carefully, can help you make the right decisions. The problem arises when you start looking at your life through the eyes of others. So that's where a lot of insecurities come from. It is not that we just get up and insecure about something, you know. Somebody may have made a comment, may have made a joke, and them always say sometimes even in jokes people tell what them really feel. So stuff like that. So you probably did feel like you, as Lionel saying, post one nice picture today. And then he might feel himself, you know, post and then one person might go up on it and say, well, you couldn't did brush your ear this morning, right? And he would have feel like he want to take it down because of that one thing. All of a sudden, what he thought of himself in that picture, completely gone.
Shattered.
That is what social media and I guess just all these external approval that we're seeking does to us, right?
Because, I mean, Kim, we were kind of fine by ourselves without hearing all these opinions.
Exactly.
You know?
You were existing on
your own. In a like-free world and in a follow-back-free world. We were fine, Kim.
Exactly. But no, we've sort of opened up ourselves to everybody's scrutiny. So you post something and then everybody is like, you know, and of course you're never going to have 100% of people supporting you.
Right.
So you can always have a 1 and 2 negative Nancy. We're going to say, my girl, the dress in a dress. You know?
I've found out the ratio though, because I understand there's a ratio in most things.
Yeah. What is the ratio?
So for social media, it is basically said for a gentleman, his liking will be 20% of his followers.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for a female?
For the female, they usually get to 30 to 40.
But you see, we shouldn't even have to be breaking down these statistics. It all leads back to us seeking external approval, right?
I'm just finding this strange though, because I saw the statistics, I was like, really no. But then I look on it and I say, boy, you know, so it actually look true. Because it's like there are people who will probably see a picture and not like it.
And will never comment, but when them see a road now, they will mention it.
Or they will watch the view
or they will watch the video, never comment.
I just find it funny is like they must say, okay, the statistics says 40%, so I'm not gonna like it.
Exactly.
I don't know.
But the comment said no watch no face on social media, and that's true, and that's what we're trying to get at, because insecurities right now, a lot, what is mainly affecting it is social media. That's one of the number one factors. But we're going to more.
All the voices
that's
come
where
together.
We're focused right now. As you wake up, the first thing you check before you go sleep, you probably have fall asleep with the phone on your face.
What we used to do before social media?
I don't even know.
I think life was
and
better.
Sharing memes and sharing videos and stuff with your relationships and all. What did you do before?
What did couples do?
I have a friend that anytime I see TikTok coming, I just know it's her. I just know it. And if you check the phone right now,
I can't buy a friend that. No, I'm not buy a friend. No.
Which friend that?
I want a friend below.
I know she.
Okay, good.
So, guys.
My next one.
Okay, we don't know what.
So, as we said, the problem arises when you start looking at your life through the eyes of others. Since insecurities can touch many aspects of our lives, there are a few types to be familiar with. Here are 3 different types of insecurities to think about. So, number 1, personal insecurity. Personal insecurities are about how you look or sound and how others perceive you. These surface level insecurities can seem superficial to someone observing from the outside, worrying about hair or clothing or an unwelcome bump or blemish or
pimple.
Mm-hmm. But they can be deeply felt by the individual and cause distress. Personal insecurities can even prevent us from pursuing relationships, career opportunities, or social connections if we let them. They can stem from a lack of self-confidence because you care deeply about what people think of you. They often, but not always, relate to body image. So that's about personal security.
I have one. It was when I was in second form. You know,
project, we can't hear you.
I don't know where the voice going, you know. Okay. But I had one. My biggest insecurity growing up at the time in high school was acne. It was acne for me.
A lot of persons.
And I didn't like it. And my mom used to say, but if you eat this, if you eat that, you know, it can help. Drink water, drink this, drink that.
And you never did follow them rules, eh?
No, I wasn't. Okay. But, you know, I was buying the soap for the face, and I was buying the 3-step routine. And I was investing in
Exfoliate.
I was exfoliating. I was not putting anything. Don't put your hand in my face.
Right.
And I was like, you're coughing. Stay over there. Breeze blow too hard. Oh, that's dust. It was just a lot. And it was just one day, Brittany, pick up my big sister over there, Brittany.
Large up Brittany, yeah.
Brittany looked at me, she's like, you're so pretty.
Aww.
She's like, you're so beautiful.
And then there you are over there sitting down worrying about pimple and acne, and this girl said, wow, she's pretty.
You're so pretty. And from there, so you couldn't chat to me.
So you don't need to worry about looking 1-2 pimple again, because you're still pretty same way.
Still pretty same. I'm gonna tell us that acne did bad enough.
I feel sometimes the things that we are insecure about is like the insecurity gives it power. So all when like you have 2 acne and the pimple them, let's say the pimple them like level 1 because you're insecure about them, it's like a level 10 there.
No, my one was really bad. Like it was forehead and I had chest acne too. So
we're not speak generally, you know. I'm just saying sometimes, as Kim said, it's like a feeling, it's an emotion.
It's an emotion.
So it amplifies sometimes.
Right.
So even if it is that you, let's say for example, there's a mark on your blouse, a curry stain on your blouse, right?
Yeah.
You see the curry stain as this big thing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my shirt is ruined.
You probably are trying.
You don't want nobody see you. Yeah. You put your back strap over it.
But then 3/4 of people that you pass didn't even notice it.
All right.
But for you, it's an insecurity, and that's how insecurities work. So you're here thinking, oh my God, what are people thinking when they see me?
And chances
are nobody knows see you. Right? So it's really things that we impose on ourselves because of what we think other people expect of us, right? So that's personal insecurity. Then you have professional insecurity.
Number 2.
Professional insecurities happen at our workplaces and make people anxious and self-conscious, and self-conscious to give presentations or speak up. These insecurities can also fill people with self-doubt and cause them to believe they aren't good enough for promotions or taking risks. It leads people to experience imposter syndrome and miss out on achieving their goals. And for imposter syndrome, one of the examples that I had seen was like, you're probably like, you know, one day they're going to find out I'm not good enough for this. Or, you know, you feel like you're way above.
Oh, you feel like you don't deserve what
you're doing. Yeah, you feel like one day they're gonna find you. Oh, you know, imposter syndrome, and they're gonna fire you. And realize you're not as good as you thought you were, or as you claim to be.
Yeah.
So these things happen. So a lot of us, because we feel like we have certain insecurities, we never apply for certain jobs. Not for we not ever go up on TV, because we say we not have the face for TV. We're not going to certain things. So we're going to say, boy, so who am I to go talk in front of people on a stage? I'm not reach them levels them. And I might think that we downplay ourselves so much, and we'll never try certain things because of the insecurities we have.
I had a friend like that, you know, and I like I said to her, she said she's applying for some jobs, and I was like, apply for one of the sales reps. Sales?
You can't talk to people. Yeah.
I said to her, I was like, you know that the actual call center job you have, you are doing sales, you're just probably not doing it face to face. And she just couldn't put it together. And I'm like, some people, you're just probably caught up in ourselves. We don't see the potential that we do have. I should make a very good salesperson, you know, but little shyness or
whatever we tell
insecurity.
ourselves in our mind plays a big part.
Miss, so I have a question. So what's the difference between your insecurities and your weaknesses? Because we must know that there are certain things that we're strong at, and there are certain things that, you know, we're not so really strong at it, so we just brandish it as our weaknesses. So is there a difference?
That's a very good question, and I believe there's a difference.
Before Dr. Kimmie answers, let me give you the layman answer.
Yes.
I would assume that an insecurity falls under the category of a weakness. Because really and truly, when you say you're insecure about something, right, it's something that you are not basically proud of. So you'll probably, if it's probably public speaking, you'll not want to do it, or you'll shy away from it. Whether or not you're good at it, or you might be great at it. So it's like you're holding yourself back. So I think that was kind of a weakness. When you're insecure about something, you basically hold yourself back.
It is a weakness if you're insecure. That is a weakness.
But the thing with weakness and insecurities now, when somebody said they have a weakness alone, usually I think that's something that's probably is going to be harder to overcome.
For me, the minute you asked it, what came to my mind is one is self-inflicted, right? And insecurity is you develop that insecurity. You planted that seed because of what you think everybody else is expecting of you and you should be and whatever. A weakness because all of we have natural strengths. Just like how different genders, just like different genders have strengths and weaknesses and you don't have no control over that. There's weaknesses that you really can't help, right? Let's say, for example, me and a draw artist. Right. So I'm not going to take up myself tomorrow and say I'm going to turn. I mean, I could probably practice and try, but it would not come as natural to me as somebody who would genuinely have that skill.
So that's
not something you have a control over. So all of us have our strengths and weaknesses that either we were blessed with or over time we've developed it. But then insecurity is something you put on yourself and say, boy, I can't do this because of whatever reasoning you gave yourself. So that's what came to mind when she asked that. Insecurity is self-inflicted.
I think I was trying to see, I know Kim have the theological answer, you know. But that's what I was trying to get to say, because really and truly, when you really have a weakness, it's something that you would probably need a lot more to work on. But with the insecurity, it's more of a
it's your whole yourself back, as they say.
So you probably are good.
You can probably do it.
But because you're not
your mind,
so
your own mind
in yourself, you set yourself back.
That's what I see as the difference, right? And then the final one is relationship insecurity. So relationship insecurities are common and can occur in any relationship. So this don't only mean romantic relationships. This can happen in friendship, familyship, co-workership.
All of the ship them.
Strangership, you know, all them ships there. They make you feel like you don't deserve your partner.
Cruise ship as well.
They make you feel like you don't deserve your partner and that someone else will make them happier.
Kim.
These insecurities can lead.
Right there, Kim.
Yes, no for we get into that and we just fun. If you want she instead or if you want him instead, go on with your business, right? Nothing probably not go say that because in your mind you see that person that's better than you or them cuter than you or them dressed nicer than you. And all of a sudden they're more qualified to be a partner to your partner than you. And you create your own problem.
Just because the man tell the girl, you know, the waitress say, you know, thank you very much. I appreciate the extra glass of wine.
How dare you say
you're
exactly. When you tell her say you're welcome for welcome to what? Welcome to what?
Clearly you want her. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Wow, Kim, I mash up the whole of the place.
Yeah, I'm for talk the things them.
So you're saying, give me that part from the top.
So let me repeat that. So
emotional
relationship insecurities. They make you feel like you don't deserve your partner. So you might think that, boy, especially for men, I think men are very guilty of this.
Whoa,
Kim. Let me say something.
Kim.
In my opinion, and this wasn't research, this is my opinion, a lot of men tend to say, boy, she out of my league, right? And as such, they feel like the minute them slip up, she gone because, boy, she act like 10 for your side and we not understand how she... And him probably look decent or him probably, you know, is a really good guy, but he already has this insecurity of himself. So no matter what him see it as, him look out, you know, boy, this must be Lotto because with all me look and because of what him think about himself. So that's why I say I think men tend to feel like they don't deserve the partner more than women. Women feel like you've been lucky you might with me.
You might be right. You might be right, you know, Kim. You might be right.
Yeah.
But I'm just going by observation. You might be right, but I, based on what you were saying a while ago, I kind of understand something new. Something just come to my mind. I said, but probably
it's an epiphany.
Probably is a insecurity the man them have. And then it turned into the flip side of it, where, you know, because I'm saying if these guys are feeling like what Kimmie said, oh my gosh, I don't deserve this girl.
I don't deserve the girl.
Out of my world.
Yeah.
You know, why are the man them say that cheat on the girl them? But
that is a phenomenon we'll never understand.
I understand it. No.
If you look at
that's why I say it's an insecurity now, because here he probably is thinking, wow, the girl is out of my league.
And
so
other people must have run her down. I have backup plan.
Because me not deserve her.
Because she probably
she so left me anyway.
Or probably have other options already.
Wow! Jeez,
so y'all be learning things.
We are cracking the codes of why we are mad.
And then on the flip side, women are then insecure because since we see it as we are God's gift to the earth.
To men.
Right? To the earth, because we're going like that more time. More than just
man, sheep, boy, goat, everything.
Right? We feel like we're God's gift when we don't get that attention that we feel that God's gift should be getting. All of a sudden we're insecure and we're jealous and
maybe I'm not doing this right.
Because Adam asked for it. He said he was lonely and God.
So Adam was not gift too?
No, but no.
Adam was gift to the plants and the tigers.
No,
and God said he didn't want man to be lonely.
And he made Eve.
What you said now. So you're saying woman was Adam's gift, yeah?
What are you coming with?
How would you like it if the next gift you got cost you a rib?
Why you say we don't food and ribs? Wouldn't there? So
I'm just saying.
I know.
Yeah, women are men's gift, but you must understand that it came from, you know,
the man.
Yeah, so it's basically really a part of us. The other half. I think
that's probably that's where the term comes from.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think that's part of it, to say that guys, hey, we are together, not you, the magic alone, not happy wife, happy life, but
happy spouse, happy house,
right.
And get the bonner people out.
So as I say,
I will high five you for that one. Now, yep.
I saw this coming. I saw that they wouldn't reach. But it's fine.
I don't like you.
So relationship insecurity, as I said, they make you feel like you don't deserve your partner and that someone else will make them happier. And these insecurities can lead to jealousy, arguments, and dominating behavior. Relationship insecurities can be caused by past experiences with previous partners or other friends and family members if they have caused you any trauma. So I think, once again, this is something we are seeing in our society, especially with the crime that we're seeing and ex-partners being killed, whether men or women.
Yes,
right.
Kim,
right? Because they feel like, boy, the trauma that they experience from it, or they feel like, okay, but not get nobody else like that, and I don't want you happy without me.
And it's not gonna be me, it's not gonna be nobody else.
It's not gonna be nobody else, and we feel so entitled.
Because they're gonna say, okay, you're not gonna take my little love and gone with it. Why
exactly.
We feel so?
And one of the things, and I feel like this is one of the. I feel like this is one of the main problems. Is a lot of us build our self-esteem on our partner.
And how
I was guilty of that.
They value us.
I was guilty of that once upon a time, much younger, and I felt attractive because my partner basically made me feel attractive, and that was what I built my self-esteem on. So and as you know, as you automatically work out when he left, but then start feel like, well, I'm not good enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. You start questioning everything because you built your self-esteem on this person. And at that point in life, I had to learn, say, no, me have to value me for me, not to become a thing. Him think me cute, then me feel like me cute. No.
You're still cute. No matter
whether
what.
him that they are not
first things first,
cute.
You're cute.
Exactly.
End
too cute too.
What? No, let's say end of statement again. Do you say what you say?
Period.
And with that said,
when did people say end of statement?
That usually say. This is not the first time I'm hearing people say that.
In a work document.
Well, in the courthouse. People, with that said, we're going to go to the 7:30 break. You're locked into Funtastic Friday. Start the thing with Kim, and we are very much being enlightened by Kim's input right now.
Yes.
You don't want to miss the second half of this. Be sure to stay tuned. People on the live, people on the WhatsApp.
Let me know on the
Ensure you are following us at Funtastic Fridays. Funtastic 93 from Instagram, so you can go ahead and participate. Send in your comments on the WhatsApp line, 876-792-3530.
Yes.